Let's take a look at a little bit more complicated quadratic equation that needs to be solved. So in this case, we have x squared plus 8x equals 20. The polynomial on the left-hand side could be factored because there is a GCF in there of x. And we could get x times x plus 8 equals 20. But the problem is, we don't know anything about two numbers that multiply together to be 20. They could be equal to 4 and 5, 1 and 20, negative 4 and negative 5, 40 and 1/2. There's just nothing that we can know about what those two numbers multiply together to be when they're being multiplied and they equal 20. So anytime you're solving a quadratic equation using factoring, the key is to put it into standard form. And standard form really just means that you have a polynomial on the left-hand side and 0 on the right-hand side. And this is really important for us because when we factor this, we want to make sure that we're making the statement that these two numbers that we multiply together are equal to 0. Because what we know is anytime you're multiplying two numbers together and the product is 0, one of those two numbers has to be 0. So in this case, we're looking at a three-term polynomial. There is no GCF. We can factor it using trial and error or using the AC method. We've done the AC method quite a bit, so let's go ahead and see if we can figure out how to factor this using trial and error. And again, we're going to try to use what we know. And so, based on FOIL, the first two terms in this case have to be x and x, because there's no other way for us to multiply two things together and get x squared. Our last two terms are going to have to multiply together to be equal to negative 20. Well, if they're going to be negative, one of them has to be positive and one of them has to be negative. That's the only way we're going to multiply two numbers together and get a negative value. Once we know that, now we can start kind of guessing and seeing what we have. Well, in this case, I also can identify that my outer and inner terms are going to have to add together to be positive 8. Well, the only way for them to add together to be positive 8 is for the larger of the two numbers to be positive. So here, we could be looking at positive 20 and negative 1. But if we check that, that's going to be x squared plus 19x minus 20. So that doesn't work. The next possibility, maybe this is x minus 2 times x plus 10. And if we check that, we get x squared plus 10x minus 2x. There's my plus 8x minus 20. This one works. Once we find the right factorization and it checks and it works, now, just like we did before, two numbers that multiply together to be equal to 0 means that one of those two numbers has to be equal to 0. So what we know is either x minus 2 equals 0 or x plus 10 equals 0. So we have two different linear equations for us to solve. If x minus 2 equals 0, we add 2 to both sides, we get x is equal to 2. If x plus 10 is equal to 0, if we subtract 10 from both sides, we get x equals negative 10. Plug them back into the original equation because we want to make sure that the original equation is made true. So if we plug in 2, we get 4 plus 16, that is equal to 20, so that checks. If we plug in negative 10, we get 100 minus 80, and also that is true. So we found our two solutions, x equals 2 or x equals negative 10.